I'm convinced that with legacy on-premise systems, you absolutely cannot gain efficiencies within your team. You are so behind all the time just trying to keep up with the business that you can't ever get more efficient because you're always trying to just run to keep up. And the reason for this is because the technology that the legacy systems were built on 30 years ago is just inherently inflexible. So you can't ever keep up with the business. For example, if you're setting up new entities or acquiring new businesses, to get a full set of books with full subledger capabilities, it can take you 6 to 9 months because on a legacy system, it's a full implementation. With Workday, it's actually just a setup and I can do it in 30 minutes. So as the business changes, I can change our financial system to keep up with it. So I have more time to actually look ahead and get efficiencies in my team. Additionally, Workday provides 2 updates a year. Now these updates come over the weekend in just a few short hours, and with those I get hundreds of new features that I can use to make my team more effective. Now with a legacy on-prem system, any upgrade you do will take 12 to 18 months and cost potentially tens of millions of dollars, and often you don't get any new functionality even when you do that, you're merely staying compliant. IT departments and businesses today have a lot on their plate. One of the reasons I really like Workday is that I can operate independently of our IT team, who has a lot of other things that they need to get done. That means that I can prioritize in my own way the resources that go into maintaining Workday and picking up new features and functionality. I no longer need to compete with the rest of the company to get prioritization in the IT queue. So I get to control my own destiny. Business changes with a legacy system are also very, very difficult to keep up with. For example, if you want to change a workflow related to an approval for an expense report or a purchase order, those systems require IT coding and then they require testing in multiple environments and can take months to accomplish. In Workday, they're based on business logic and they're based on configuration. So I can have someone on my team change a configuration of a business process in just a few minutes. We'll test it in our sandbox tenant, move it to production, and we're live within a matter of hours. And this makes all the difference in the world. I can actually keep up with the business changes as they're happening. So with legacy systems, they're very old and archaic technology, and they're very menu-driven. So you have to really learn how to get where you need to go through a series of menus, because they were built before the internet. If you look at Workday, it was built in today's modern technology, and so it's really like any web page. It's very, very intuitive. When I used to work with legacy systems and I was trying to hire accountants, I would make sure that I hired people who already knew how to use that system because the training time and the ramp time was so very long. I couldn't afford to have someone not be effective for 6 months. With Workday, I can hire anybody because it's so fast and easy to learn. The ramp time is very, very short. So instead of focusing my hiring efforts on someone who has used the system before, I can focus on the qualities that I'm really looking for in an accountant. Somebody who's very, very bright, who is ambitious, who fits the Workday culture, and I don't have to worry about training. They can come up to speed in no time at all.